tonight to give an icebreaker speech. I'd just give you one word of warning. When I stood up here for my icebreaker, I got criticised for it as well, was that I stood here and I just stood with my mouth open because I suddenly saw at the back of the room there's a sign up there that says silence is requested. No, we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say, Richard. And so everybody please welcome Richard with the icebreaker.
Madam President, Mr. Toastmaster, Toastmasters and our one guest. What car do you drive?
Yes, sir.
A car can say a lot about who you are and a lot about who you are not. Now, I drive a Fiesta, a Ford Fiesta. Fiesta, it's all in the name, I think. And it's, of course, a 2003 vintage, 1.3 litres of raw automotive power. It also comes replete with a spoiler. It's the downforce, you see. It makes the car go faster. You'll also find them on Formula 1 racing cars and other such fast cars, but there are differences between my car and an F1 car. But through the medium of my Ford Fiesta, I'm going to tell you how I am modest, but at the same time, not arrogant. I'm self-indulgent, but I have an eco mind, and I'm pragmatic, but I'm not a perfectionist. So I've got a Ford Fiesta, and it's a new thing. It's my first car, and I haven't had it long. I've never needed a car before, and in a sense, I was maybe a little bit smug in the past of having a tiny carbon footprint rather than the rest of you lot, you carbon monsters. But that had to change. I moved to Guildford, I had to commute to work, and I needed a car. So, Ford Fiesta. Is that my ideal dream car? Well, of course, no it isn't. I mean, thanks for your support, but no it isn't. But I realised that most people wanted three things from a car. They wanted a reliable car, they wanted a practical car, and an affordable car. Ford Fiesta fits the bill. And so a pragmatic person as such as myself will be quite happy with that, but I'm a bit self-indulgent as well, so I have three more things that I need from a car. I need a CD player, I need air conditioning, and I definitely need a good cup holder for my expensive Ponzi Starbucks coffees. If it doesn't have one of my three things, then as far as I'm concerned, it might as well be missing a wheel. You can't drive something like that, seriously. But whilst I'm happy, I'm very happy with my car. You know, if someone spills something on the seats, I'm there, you know, like sucking it out like some Scotch guard vampire or something. But no, a lot of people say that I should have a newer car and a sort of more sleek car, something that goes faster, and I try and talk about the spoiler and it gets me nowhere. But I'm happy, and if I'm happy, then why should I care about what other people think is what I think. Or so I thought, until I drove into work, which was the primary purpose. And I'm there in the car park, and then I just see this sea of BMW just all around me. And of course, you know, say to my car, you know, don't worry about it. They don't understand what we have. But maybe a little bit of jealousy. You know what BMWs are, don't you? They're sort of fast and, you know, fairly plush German cars, a bit different to mine. You might have seen them actually, particularly on our motorways, in your rear-view mirror, as they come roaring up behind you at 100 miles an hour, flashing their lights, get out of my way. Well, I don't really like that. I think it's quite arrogant to consider there's a bus lane on one side, there's a BMW lane on the other side. And they can't control themselves, but it doesn't mean that I don't keep my cool. And so despite their insolence, I will indicate and calmly move out of their way very slowly. And so maybe I other people do affect me in little ways, and maybe I'm a little bit vindictive every once in a while, but I definitely don't want to be Mr. BMW. And so I've got my car, and maybe I sacrificed and been corrupted in terms of my green credentials that I had only a short time ago, but it allows me to have a fairly active lifestyle. I can go and come when I please, stay late at the gym, I can go and see my friends near and far at a whim. And what other people's fashions and tastes and opinions don't really matter to me, because I'm happy doing what I do, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Richard. And on the brief,